Hey guys, Uncle Pip here, and welcome to another Jeep video. First, I wanted to apologize. I haven't put a lot of content out lately. I've just been super busy, and sometimes I forget to bring the camera with me. So let's just dive into this. The next big announcement that I wanted to make, I can officially make it, and I think I have permission. If I don't, and you never hear from me again, you'll know why. But my wife is currently pregnant with our second child. So I'm real excited to be able to say that, and we're looking forward to having a little girl now. I do have a son. He's currently with me right now. You might hear him in the background playing with his toys or my trailer. And that's okay. I love him too. So I'm real excited about that. Now let's dive into the Jeeps. If you're joining us for the first time, I have a yellow 1943 Ford GPW, and of course that's an old Army Jeep. Now that's been in an unrestored condition for as long as I have had it, and we're slowly working on putting it together and making it drivable. About Christmas Eve of last year, I bought a CJ2A with the intention of using it for parts. Now, the parts that were on that Jeep that I wanted to use were brand new military non-directional or NDT tires, and they were on the CJ rims. Now, I had a set of the combat rims for the Jeep, but they were not in a safe condition. So for the short term, I want to use CJ rims, which are close enough for me. Now, I took the CJ2A home, took the tires off of it, and here recently, I just mounted those onto the yellow GPW. So that's exciting. Now, I took the two tires off of the GPW and I put them on the CJ because they just were some civilian style rims. And I'll show those to you here later. Another thing we were working on was we put the yellow Jeep on a lift, and I put new brake lines the whole way through it. Also added a new master cylinder for the brakes, and we bled the brakes already. It's ready to go. We opened up the brake drums and we found the brake shoes are in perfect condition, so I have a new set of brake pads just waiting. I'm pretty excited about all of that. So now I feel very comfortable that the brakes are all completely done. Now we're going to start working on the steering. I've already ordered all the parts for that, and we're waiting for them to arrive. They're supposed to be here tomorrow, I think. So hopefully next week I will be finishing up the steering components, and honestly, likely by the end of next week I'll have a Jeep that's safe to be on the road. It's got all new brakes and all new steering. It'll be like driving a new vehicle. Okay, maybe not, but I'll be pretty happy nonetheless. Now, what you might see behind me here, let's see, this right here, that's a DJ body. That came with the CJ2A. And I'm going to try to sell some of my extra stuff, and I think that's going to be one of them. Oh, something else. Next time I have the steering parts and I'm ready to put it back on the lift a second time, the next thing I'm going to do is replace the front two wheels with the CJ2A rims as well. I had gone out and bought more CJ rims in addition to what I already had, and now we have a nice little surplus of them. And I painted them, put new tires on them, and I want to show that to you right now. Here is one of the new CJ2A rims that are painted military green. I am so happy with that. I got them professionally mounted and balanced, and I think we're ready to roll. Of course, I got another one sitting in the truck. As you can see, the CJ frame does not have a front axle. And the original plan that I was thinking was to put that axle on here and then somehow build a wagon out of this frame and 2 axles. And I wanted to have some, like a wooden platform for the floor, and then build up the sides and make it like a mobile wagon, like a playpen for my kids. And then I also thought about utilizing the DJ body. There's kind of the shadowy figure of that body. And I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to do it. I was thinking about taking the floor out. As you can see, there's pretty bad spots on this floor. So I was thinking about ripping the front section out completely and just making that wood, like a wood framed out floor. Maybe keep the metal floor in the back, but I wasn't sure. And then I'd have a little mobile play area that I could just hook up to a tractor or a Jeep and drive it around and have my kids with me. Now, the reason that didn't work is, one, that's a lot of work, but two, I didn't like the idea of my kids being that high off the ground in a containment center. If he were to fall out, or at this point, if she were to fall out, that would hurt. So I decided to go away from that idea and that concept before I even really got started into it. But there's the Jeep now. So going forward, my new plan is pretty simple. I'm going to try to sell the CJ2A as is. And I'm going to try to strip this axle apart and take as much off of it that I can use. Some of this is just trash, but I think there's still some salvageable parts off of it that we could utilize. So why not? That's what we're going to do. I like having spares, I like having extras. Let's do it. That concludes this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked watching me do some work on it. And we'll see you next time.